And now, BillyCBoxing.com presents Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down with Billy C. Here he is, Billy C.
Thank you, Jeremy C. I was talking to Jeremy C. last night. Well, it's another story. We're coming at you from the Billy C. studio in Lake George, New York. I'm Bill Calogero, and it's time for BillyCBoxing.com's Professional Boxing's Thumbs Up and Thumbs Down for today, October 10th, in the year 2012. First and foremost, don't forget about the Talking Boxing with Billy C. radio show, TV show. It's on Fight Now. If you don't have Fight Now, call your local television provider and tell them you want Fight Now right now. Pick up the phone and call. Tell everybody about the Fight Now channel. You can find out information about the channel by visiting the website, www.fightnow.com. And if you're listening to this show, our Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down show every day, make sure you tune in to the Talking Boxing with Billy C show. That's right. For all the information about that, check out the website, www.billycboxing.com. Okay, my thumbs up today, I only have a few thumbs up and a couple of thumbs down. Thumbs up goes to Vivan Harris for knowing to call it a day. Even though, in my opinion, he should have retired 2 years ago after his recent fight, which took place on Friday, where he suffered a third-round knockout loss to Brian Rose in England. The former world champion officially announced his retirement. You know, we were all pretty concerned about Vivan Harris, and you know, the sad thing about Vivan is that, you know, he's been on this show a couple of times, and he's a great guy, and you know, everything just seems so good about this guy. Except for the fact that, you know, his days in the boxing ring at championship level have come and gone. And his last several fights, I think that spans over the last 3 years at least, maybe even 4, the guy has not won a fight, and he's been knocked out devastatingly in all those fights. I'm giving him a thumbs up for either knowing on his own that it's time, or taking advice of someone that cares about him, that it's time to call it a day. Vivan Harris has nothing to be ashamed of. He was a former world champion. He had several world title defenses, and I'm giving him a thumbs up today because today's the beginning of a new life for Vivan Harris that is not going to get him in harm's way. Hopefully he'll stay in the sport. Maybe he'll become a trainer, promoter, something like that. But thumbs up for Vivan Harris making the right decision to call it a day. Thumbs up goes to Arthur Abraham, who won the World Super Middleweight title, the WBO's World Super Middleweight title, not too long ago, back in August, when he unanimous decision over former champion Robert Stiglitz, who I really grew to like. He's a blue-collar, lunch-pail kind of a fighter. Well, Arthur Abraham gets a thumbs up today because he announced his first title defense, which is scheduled for December 15th. It's going to be against Midai Budla in Germany. Now, listen, I'm not giving Arthur Abraham a thumbs up because he's fighting Budla in Germany for his first title defense. I'm giving a thumbs up to Arthur Abraham for fighting within 4 months of winning a title. Hey, listen, I like this. I like active fighters. It's something I think that we're missing. This has become the exception and not the norm. I think it should be the norm and not the exception. I give a thumbs up to Arthur Abraham for fighting pretty quickly after winning. He could have easily sat on his you-know-what and waited until 20-13 and then pick up the same level of opponent. I like the fact that he's being busy. I want to see him. I want to see all fighters, especially champions, defend their titles. And I don't have a problem with a fighter defending a title against a non-super, opponent. I would rather see the mediocre opponents more often than seeing a fighter fight once a year or once in every 18 months and then still fight the mediocre opponent like, some guy named FMJ. So anyway, thumbs up to Arthur Abraham. Thumbs up also goes to the proposed cleverly Ryan Coyne fight, which is tentatively scheduled for November 10th. I think this is going to give Nathan Cleverly an opponent that he can, be introduced to the American audience. But I think it also gives Ryan Coyne an opportunity to prove that he should be taken seriously at light heavyweight. Remember something, Ryan Coyne used to campaign as a cruiserweight. He's moved down in weight, and he's been doing okay. Now, he's fought some mediocre to less than quality opposition, and a lot of people talk negatively of Ryan Coyne. I'm looking forward to this fight because I want to see how he performs. I want to see how good Ryan Coyne is. So I'm all for this fight. Nathan Cleverly is ranked in our top 10. I think he's a top quality fighter out there, and I think this is a good matchup. I like it. I favor Nathan Cleverly, but there's a lot of question marks about Cleverly and about Ryan Coyne that I think will be answered if the two get it on, as Mills Lane would say. So I'm all for it. I'm giving a thumbs up to the proposed fight between Coyne and Cleverly. Now, my thumbs down goes to first to the 6 clowns that tried to rob Amir Khan and his brother over the weekend. Apparently, they picked on the wrong guys. I should be giving a thumbs up to the Khan brothers for standing there like Batman and Robin and kicking some ass. But I think it was more fitting to give the 6 morons the thumbs down that happened to have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. It just goes to show you, crime does not pay. Especially if you try to steal a professional boxer's car. They're going to kick your ass. Thumbs down to the six, as they would say in England, the 6 hooligans that tried to shake down the Khan brothers for their car. And finally, my last thumbs down goes to Antonio Tarver. I like Antonio Tarver. He does a fantastic job at Showtime. Or used to do a fantastic job at Showtime as a color commentator. He brought a lot to that broadcast. This was a guy that knew the sport, was dead nuts on with his comments and his opinions and stuff. And one of the best things I liked about what he did was he never referred to himself as in the third person. He never said something like, well, if they ask, hey, Antonio, what did you think of that right hand? Well, that right hand was good, but Antonio Tarver would have landed a better right hand. Never once does he say that. I thought he did a fantastic job. Is that why I'm giving him a thumbs down? No. The reason why I'm giving Antonio Tarver a thumbs down is because he's continuing to maintain his innocence about testing positive for a steroid. It was upheld. His 1-year suspension was upheld, which brings him not eligible to even train for a fight until June of 2013, which is June of next year. For all intent purposes, this might be the end of Antonio Tarver's career. I'm giving him a thumbs down because he very easily could have said, hey, I didn't knowingly take this steroid. It must have been in a supplement. It must have been in a cheeseburger. I don't know, man. I didn't know that I put it in my body. But apparently Test A and Test B said it was in my body, so I have to admit guilt. And I think all would have been forgotten. He would have done his time. He would have been back on Showtime. But nay, that's not what Tarver's doing. Antonio Tarver is maintaining his innocence, meaning that he says he did not take a steroid. I don't care what both of those tests say. I did not do it. Read my lips. I did not take steroids. And the problem is that, Antonio, even if your lips are saying you didn't take it, the test said you did. Thumbs down to Antonio Tarver. Hey, man, that concludes our thumbs up, thumbs down for today. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. And don't forget, man, check out Talking Boxing with Billy C. Check out their website, www.billycboxing.com. See you all tomorrow. Ciao, baby.